Gary Neville hits back at Ruben Amorim as Man United row deepens. Excuse mentality. Gary Neville has slammed Ruben Amorim for fostering an excuse mentality at Manchester United after the manager suggested negative comments from pundits was affecting his team. Amorim said his players were susceptible to taking media criticism to heart before the 2-0 win over Sunderland on Saturday. Neville and other high-profile ex-United players like Wayne Rooney and Paul Scholes have been open in their concerns about Amorim's lack of tactical flexibility. The United manager has stubbornly stuck to his 3-4-2-1 formation and is convinced it will work out. But the 3-1 defeat by Brentford last weekend saw many openly questioning his job, which has been eased with the Sunderland victory. Neville has now responded to Amorim's comments with a scathing rant about the culture at the club. I've not got a lot of time for that. For a start, if pundits are getting in your head, you shouldn't be playing for Manchester United. Simple as that, he said on the Gary Neville podcast. Do people not remember Alan Hansen criticizing us, saying we'd win nothing with kids? That was the greatest and most successful center back of all time at that moment. Do they not think we got criticized during our careers? I'm sorry, you're playing for Manchester United. It comes with the territory. You've got to step up. Look, they've been hopeless in the system. Absolutely hopeless. All right, it's not the system. It's you, the players. We can just start battering the players. I've mentioned the system because I've not liked certain things that I've seen. For instance, Mason Mount playing left wing back. That can't happen. Changing the back three all the time. Having two in midfield means that Bruno has to play in midfield. I don't like that aspect of it. So there are parts of the system that are a problem in the sense that they haven't got the right players, or it's meaning that Bruno's not in his best position. The system does create problems, but he's right in what he says. It's not the entirety of the problem. The players are a problem. The manager is a problem. The whole thing is a problem. If you're losing football matches to the level that Manchester United have been doing, then I don't know. I never blamed anybody else when we lost football matches. I played in a dressing room that when you lost, there was accountability. Why would you blame other people when you're losing matches? That's a pretty big problem itself. I've not got any time for it. Excuse mentality, shortcuts, blaming other people, it's the worst thing you can do in life. I think they need to concentrate on doing their jobs, doing it well, and winning matches. It's the only thing that's going to shut people up. Goals from Mount and Benjamin Sesko gave them their third win from 7 Premier League games on Saturday and moved United up to 9th place going into the international break.
I made dream Man United goalkeeping debut, but brutal snub left me fuming. Sané Lamens made a bright start to his Manchester United career this weekend, but as history shows, a strong debut doesn't always guarantee a permanent spot in the first team. This is a lesson that former United goalkeeper Dean Henderson learned the hard way. After a sparkling debut for the club and a League Cup match against Luton back in 2020, Henderson was tipped for big things. Many, including then-boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, saw him not only as United's future number one, but also England's. However, neither of these predictions came true. With David De Gea firmly cemented as first-choice keeper, Henderson found chances hard to come by. He later hinted that promises had been broken and admitted that his patience at Old Trafford wasted a significant part of his career. After joining United's academy in 2011, Henderson took his first steps into senior football on loan at Stockport County. His breakthrough, however, came at Sheffield United, where his standout performances and the club's 2019-2020 Premier League campaign solidified his reputation as one of England's most promising talents. Interest in Henderson was high at the end of the season, but he chose to stay at United after reportedly being told he'd be the first choice in a year's time. Things initially started brightly. After making what Henderson described as a dream debut for the club, he went on to make 26 appearances in all competitions in 2020-21. I dreamt about this my whole life, Henderson wrote on social media after his first appearance in a United shirt. Unbelievable feeling to make my debut for the club I love. Clean sheet and a win to top it off. Yet, when the 2021-22 campaign got underway, it became obvious that De Gea wasn't going anywhere and would retain his status as first choice, leaving Henderson understandably disappointed.